Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Talk Brazilo, welcoming you back to Star Citizen, back to the universe, back to the verse. As you can see, I've either completely lost my mind or we're going to be doing something a little bit different today, and possibly both. So there's a few things here that I probably need to explain. Firstly, the ridiculous helmet. So the reason I am wearing this ridiculous helmet, which is the Novichok helmet, which goes with the Novichok armor, is because on my keyboard I have a key assigned to remove and replace helmet. So I pressed the key to remove my helmet so I could have a drink, and then pressed the key again to put my helmet back on, and instead of replacing the helmet that I had on, it replaced this helmet. So just thought I'd let you see that because it made me laugh, and I thought, yeah, I could have easily walked out there not realising that I had the most ridiculous helmet that completely doesn't go with my undersuit only get-up here. And why have I only got an undersuit on, you may add? Well, I'm going to explain right now while we go. So, I'm going to go and I'm going to get a ship. So, just while we go and get the ship, please just take this opportunity to like and subscribe to the channel. Please like the video if you like it, and even if you don't like it, please like it anyway. And please also take this opportunity to just subscribe to the channel. Just press the button down below the video. It takes 2 seconds and it helps massively getting these videos seen. While we're in the lift, I'm just going to explain to you what we're going to do today. We are going to do something slightly different. So a few people have said thanks very much for the bunker mission video, but we have no idea how to do a bunker mission. So today is bunker mission 101. If you have never done a bunker mission before, I'm going to walk you through step by step everything you need to know about doing a bunker mission. So before we go out to the ship, I'm going to show you quickly that I am wearing this get-up. So this undersuit is the same type of undersuit you will have when you first join the game. So when you join the game, you'll have an undersuit, a very basic helmet like this with 20% damage reduction, a single pistol, and I think that's it. So in order to start, I'm going to show you how you can easily start doing bunker missions with just the equipment that you get when you join the game. When you come straight into the game, so you've joined the game, and the first thing you want to do is run out and do a bunker mission, and that's a good idea because it'll make you money, and this is how you can do it. So nothing but your undersuit, pistol, helmet, basic helmet. Please go and buy a multi-tool. You will not be able to do this without the multi-tool. Well, you might, but I would recommend you only go and do this with a multi-tool, and you'll see why when we get there. And buy at least one med pen and bring that with you. So you can buy a medical gun as well, but you can't have the multi-tool and the medical gun equipped if you've only got this. If you've got armour, then that's fantastic. Go and buy some armour, that's brilliant, but you don't need to because we'll get all that when we go and do the bunker. So let's go out to the ship. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to loot everything as we go. So you've got nothing now, but when you come back from doing this first bunker mission, you'll have everything you need to do these bunker missions, and you'll have made some money, which is really fantastic in my opinion, and a great way to get started. So when there's a wipe and we start again from nothing, this is one of the first missions that I'll be doing. The other mission that I recommend you do right at the start after a wipe is the ones that are called Halt Illegal Surveillance. So they're good because they're 20,000 a go. You can chain a few together, and it's just a good way to make 100,000 quickly and easily, buy some gear, and then you can get into the bunker missions and whatever else you need to do. So the first thing we need to do is just grab this bunker mission. So I have already got the mission called, I'll show you, a call to arms. So always get this because that gives you money for any criminals that you kill. Then go down here, mercenary, and you will probably only have this one here, security contractor evaluation. That's the one you need to choose for Microtech here. Might be called something slightly different if you're somewhere else, but it will be the only one that requires you to go to one of these bunkers. So, security contractor evaluation, 15,000, accept that job. We're going to make sure we track it, so it's now tracked, and it's going to ask us to go to data center J88J on Microtech. So let's go. And while we're going, I'm going to just use this, which is my starter ship. So after every wipe, this is the ship that I tend to use more than anything for doing missions, and that is the wonderful C8X Pisces. I can highly recommend this as a starter ship. It's not the world's best fighting ship or anything like that, but it is the perfect little runaround for going up and down to New Babbage or Orison, or for doing any of these quick missions where you just need to get there and do something quickly. The only thing to watch out for with the Pisces is if we get there and the bunker shoots at us, we just need to be careful to avoid that fire, because the Pisces won't last very long. There is a bug at the moment where the bunkers may just shoot at us for a few seconds when we first arrive, even though we've got permission to be there. So we just have to watch that. Doesn't happen all the time, only happens with certain bunkers. It's quite random, so yeah, as I say, we'll just keep our eyes on that. So, get kitted up, as I've said. You're going to then fly to the bunker mission, and quantum travel is going to take you to about 25 kilometres, yeah, 25 kilometres-ish out from the bunker. So as soon as we get to here, we can disengage quantum, and then we can go up to full speed. And this little Pisces is pretty nippy in atmosphere, and you can see that it's nailing these kilometres pretty quickly. And we're going to go till we get to about 5 kilometres, and when it changes to metres, then we're going to slow down, put the lights on, and have a little look at where we're going. And it looks like, based on just popping outside and having a look, that we're going to be going into the mountains. So with these mountain ones, we just have to be careful that we don't end up crashing into the mountains before we get there. I'm just going to slow down a little bit. I'm going to pop my lights on. We're going to crash into the mountains, I think, here. Are we, or is it going to be there? I'm just going to slow down. It's going to be round the other side of this mountain. Yeah, so we have to be very careful about this, what has just happened now, which is that it's going to shoot at us, so we need to just start moving out of the way. So you see what's happening. It's trying to shoot at us, but it's going to stop doing that in a second. So what I'm doing is just flying an arc around till it stops shooting. There we go. Gear down. It's going to shoot again, that's okay. Just going to continue.
Shields hit.
Ah, come on. If it does shoot at you, what you can do is you can always just fly around to the back of the bunker like this and just land at the back of the bunker. But I'm not going to bother, because I think we're going to be okay. Because I've done a lot of these, and generally once it stops like that now, it's not going to continue. So don't panic. Just fly out of the way, do a few little circles, and then I like to park right in front of the bunker here like this. So it's easy later on to get out. Turn your engines off, turn your lights off. I turn the lights off mainly so that I don't bring people's attention to me who might be flying past, who go, oh, I'll just blow your ship up. So you can see at the top it says security contractor evaluation, hostiles remaining 4 out of 10. And you'll find this is exactly what happens. By the time you get here, the local security will have killed half of the hostiles anyway. So park at the front, and then there's never anybody here at the front of the bunkers, so you're okay. You can walk in, you don't need a weapon or anything, and go to the elevator. They're all the same, they all just have this elevator, and then you're going to press down to sub-level 1, and then I'm going to crouch down by the side here. I'm going to get my weapon out, I'm going to check that I'm loaded, and I am. My weapon of choice is the LH86 pistol, but I'm hopefully not going to need to use this pistol at all. And you can always look and just peek around with your pistol using the peek keys, which is always a good thing at this point. But hopefully we're not going to need to do any of this, because our boys here are going to have done most of the work for us. Now I usually just sneak round here. Oh, now this is fantastic, because look, there's a crate. So you see these red crates here? This is the loot crates we're looking for, because these are the loot crates with the guns in. So if I just go in this loot crate now, oh, there's no guns, but there is armour. So let's put some arms on. and a better helmet. So these helmets are the same as the ones we've got. So I'm going to just pop these helmets out onto the floor so that we can loot them for later. There we go. So we've got some armour. That's what we got from our loot crate. Now you might find big guns in those loot crates as well. Oh, here's another one. Wow, this is fantastic. So there's even better arms. So I'll just... No, I'm not going to put those arms on. Some more guns. But we're not going to take any of those guns. But if you get short of ammo later, you know where to come and get some. Now, the key here is to be very careful and stay behind these things so that we don't get shot. If we can take anybody out, that's brilliant. But what we want to do is let the local security do all the work for us. And then we will do the work afterwards. Unless, when you come in, if there's people dead already in the bunker here, use your tractor beam to pull those people back and take all their armour and weapons. But for now, we're just going to stay back, try not to get shot, and I'm just going to let local security do the work. And if anybody comes up here, I'm going to shoot them, and hopefully I'll get a shot in. But you can see what these are. The important ones you want to find are these red ones. They're the ones with the big weapons in. In this case, we haven't got any big weapons provided, but we have some more pistols. So if we should run out of our guns, our ammo with our pistol. So there's a chap. So we're going to get him. There we go. So you see we've taken him now. What we can do now is get our tractor beam. And we'll get him over there. And we'll just get our pistol back. Just in case. So, now you may have also noticed that the number of people has increased. And this happens quite often at the moment because it's buggy. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to loot this guy here. And I'm going to take his legs. Why can't I take his legs? And I want to take his body armour. No, I'm going to put him on the floor. And then I'll try and get him from there. Legs and body armour. And there's also a couple of the med pen. I'm going to take that. I'm also going to take... I'm going to come back for those. So what we need to do here now is just equip these. And equip the legs. So we've now picked up, since we've arrived, we've now picked up body armour, leg armour and arms, all of the heavy variety, and we're just going to pick up we might have his things. We could take this if we wanted to. Yeah, so if I'm going to keep my Arden helmet on for now. We'll come back and loot these afterwards. So we don't have a gun because we didn't get his gun, unfortunately. Don't seem to have any gun now. That's no good. We don't have a gun at all. So that's gone a bit wrong there because we've now not got a gun. So what we're going to do is just go to this loot box. And I'm just going to take one of these guns. For some reason I can't. I'm going to pop it in there. No, I'm going to drop it, put it in my hand. Okay. And I'm just going to take those two. Okay, there we go. So we've got a gun again. And now we're going to go and find these two people who we've got left. Now that we've got some armour and a gun. So the thing that's very important in these missions is... That's not working very well. So there's one left. Don't like this gun very much. Sometimes he's round the back here. Nope. there is another loot box. Oh, there we go. So the mission is complete. We don't harm allies, and we didn't harm any allies. So we're going to loot. We're going to take one of these. We're going to pop the other one in our core armour. We're going to take some of this stuff. What do we need? I would take the Resurger. Anything can fit in, really. We can't put our gun away. Excellent. So what you need to do now is go and find stuff to loot. So there's another loot box here. So fantastic. We can get a sniper rifle. We can get a C4 SMG. So let's get that sniper rifle. Let's get that C4. We'll get the C4 bullets. We'll get the sniper rifle mags. I'm going to pop them on. We're going to drop this Uberev pistol because it's a load of shit. Oops, pardon my French. And these Uberev pistol mags. I'm going to hold... Oh, I've got the wrong one. I'm going to hold this S71 rifle. I'm going to take the 4x scope off it. There we go. I don't want the rifle. And I'm going to now hold this. What have we got in the back? Right, we'll wait with that. Can we get these into anywhere? Why can't we get them in? Very frustrating. So sometimes it just doesn't work very well. So we've got that gun as well. I'm going to drop that. Pop that on there. It's an SR71 rifle mag as well. Where's that? Don't want that SR71 rifle mag. So we need to just try and drop that. Let's just find it. We can take one of these Lumen V ones now. Can I put that straight into there? No. Okay, so we're not doing very well with all that. Let's go ahead and see what else we've got that we can loot. We'll loot this box here. And so these are fantastic. Definitely want to get these. It won't go into my armour. No, this is very frustrating. Because you definitely want this. We've already got one actually, haven't we? No, we've lost it. So you definitely want to get this. Right, so somehow, unfortunately, this is going to go down to one of those things where when Star Citizen goes wrong, it says that we've got a multi-tool, but I can't see it anywhere. So I'm just going to see if I can... I have got one. Okay, so we do have a tractor beam. So here's a chap with heavy armour and a great gun. So what we want to do here is we want to take this chap. So we need to do is get him to the ship as quickly as possible or he'll disappear. And then get his great gun and carry that to the ship as well. And what I would recommend doing is take him to the elevator as quickly as possible and then transfer his gear to boxes. So basically drop him, pop that away, loot, and then what we're going to do is drop his arms on the floor, drop his main on the floor, drop his helmet on the floor, and drop his legs on the floor. And we will be able to, from that, get all his gear to the thing without it disappearing. And we're just going to go back and get his gun, which is right. This is another thing we're going to do. We're going to get this. This is a good rifle to get as well. And again, what we're going to do is we're going to just try and take that telescopic. No, it's not going to go. I think the problem is that this armour that we've got is a bit bugged. So I'm going to take this gun and I'm going to run back to the elevator with it. Don't forget, once you've killed all the people, you're clear to do all this stuff. You can take a good amount of time, but just bear in mind that when you do this, after a while things will start to disappear. So you can do it as quickly as you can. Take your time, but do it as quickly as you can, if that makes sense. Now we're going to get this. This is a good gun to get, this FS9 LMG. So I'm going to grab that and I'm going to run this the same way, run it back to the lift. So things to try and prioritise with looting when you come, if you've not got bugged armour like we have, is multi-tools. Take as many multi-tools as you can. Take as many good weapons as you can, P4s, FS9s, all of that kind of stuff. Heavy armour, helmets. Helmets are great because you can sell them for quite a good amount of money. So they're worth carrying out in boxes. Let's go and see what else is going on. There's another C54 there, another couple. This guy's got various bits and bobs of stuff. He'd be worth taking if there was not as much bugginess going on. So I'm going to try again. These tiger claws are definitely worth having if you can get them to. You can get them to transfer. Sometimes you can just jump out and it stays there. No, it's not doing. So generally I think that's the stuff to take from here. There's another couple of guns, but you don't want to overcomplicate it by taking too many guns. Don't think we can take any of these as well. No, they're not transferring. Now we could go and change our armour and see if the other armour will work better. What's that? No, I don't like those guns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to get this chap and I'm going to use my what's it gun again? Tractor. And I'm going to try and take him to the ship as well. I'm going to see if I can get him all the way to the ship, because that's by far the easiest way. Actually, I'm going to show you another way, which is what I call the birthday suit method, which is basically you go and take all your clothes off and then you run back and put their clothes on. And so this is the important piece of information here, which is you cannot put the baddies in your ship, because then the bunker will start to shoot at your ship. So we've done quite well there. We've got armour that we're wearing, we've got guns that we're wearing that we didn't bring in, we've got guns on the floor, we've got some ammo, we've got all of the stuff we've made into boxes so that it doesn't disappear, and we've got this guy which we're going to try and get all his stuff before he disappears, and hopefully this is all going to work. So what I'm going to do to start with, I'm going to grab this LMG, because each time we go we have to have something in our hands to get it to the ship. I'm going to run to the ship and I'm going to open the back door, and this is another reason why you want to be close for doing what we're going to do in a second. Okay, so now we're going to go in and you'll see now in the ship we can pop this gun into the ship, and we're going to put those into the ship. We're going to put all the stuff that was in our armour into the ship, and then we're going to put our armour into the ship and our undersuit into the ship and our helmet into the ship, and then we're going to leg it back. Go! Very cold, but this planet, Microtech, it's a good planet for this because it has an atmosphere. On some of the planets you will start to die when you do that. Now when we go to loot, we just double click on the undersuit, and now we wear all his gear and we pick something up and we can equip that, and we can pick one of these up and we can head back to the ship. That's someone arriving. That looks like the lights of a ship then. And same again. Pop that into the ship. Gun into the ship. And I'm just going to go back because I saw what might have been someone else arriving. I'm just going to shut the back door of my ship. See, someone else could be coming to do another mission. Or they could be coming to do just randomly loot the bunker, which people do. Again, that seemed like big lights there lighting up the sky. Interesting. So we're just going to loot this core armour into there. So we've got core armour now in there, big heavy core. couple more pieces to get. We can go back in if we want and go and get some more stuff. Let's go with another. This is the helmet. Seems to happen every time I go in and then I come out and it goes dark. So I don't think actually anybody else is here. I think it's just people being silly. So yeah. So I'm going to remind you again what we're doing here, because I think it's worth just bearing in mind. We've done... Oh, why did I do that? We've done one whole... we've done a bunker mission, which is the qualification bunker mission that you need to do, and then you'll start to get other better bunker missions offered to you. So we've done our first bunker mission. We've made 15,000 for doing that bunker mission, which only took a very short amount of time. We've looted a load of guns and a load of armour, and we're now looting more stuff. So look at all this stuff that we've got completely free of charge just by doing that bunker mission. So I'm going to do filters here and just choose a category that's got nothing in it. I'm going to do the same thing that we did at the start. I'm going to stick all my gear into the ship, everything that I've got, and I'm going to just go out, close the ship, go back into the bunker, and I'm going to go back down into the bunker. Now you can only really do this a couple of times because you don't want to stay too long, because as I said before, another mission will start if you stay too long. Also, the bunker may destroy your ship sometimes. That happens, or sometimes another player can come. So don't sort of spend hours going backwards and forwards doing this looting, but you can certainly have a good few goes. What you need to do is go to where there are dead people, because they're who you need to loot, and hopefully they won't all have disappeared and we'll still be able to loot somebody. Who is he pointing at? Because I think they're all dead. I'm just going to run into here, see if we can find anything else. No. So I'm going to have to loot the chap who hasn't got proper armour on, unfortunately. So actually, it probably wasn't worth me coming back down, because there isn't another dead person in regular armour. It's only this guy here who's got all of this normal, sort of like normal clothing on. So it's not really regular armour. But I'm going to just grab his gun, and we'll just have a little look around in case there's something better, but I don't think there is. A couple of the guys were inside the cupboards, so of course they didn't can't take any of this because the pockets are too small. Yeah, a couple of guys were inside the doors, so of course, and I can only drop that on the floor, which is no good. I'm just going to grab it again. Where's it gone? Let's see what's in this one. So they'll go. They're not going to go anywhere. So it's a real shame, because there's a load of loot in here that you could have had, that we could have had on our first run here. If this was our real first run, we'd have got a load of good loot, but we can't take it because of yeah, we can't take it because we can't. We take that S71 instead. Yeah, let's grab that instead. So we're taking this F71 instead. I think it's worth a little bit more than that. So don't forget, you can sell all this gear. You don't have to keep it, but of course now you're kitted up to go and do another bunker mission. So really what you've done is, you've achieved getting a load of clothing, getting a load of gear, and getting ready to do another bunker mission. There's another undersuit there we could have off that guy if we wanted to, but I'm not going to bother. So here I've got a nice rifle with a 4x scope. I've got another 4x scope, I think. Well, I've got another P4ER with a 4x scope. Got a couple of SMGs, all from this one single introductory bunker mission. Plus, also, you've now learned how to do a bunker mission and do it, and also, make some money and make some loot. And also, just remember, you'll never have to do your bunker mission again in your normal clothes. Plus also you've got this cool leather jacket, you know, I mean how cool is that? So I'm going to just de-kit from all this gear, because frankly, you know, it's a bit weird. These gloves are a bit dodgy. I'm going to pop an undersuit back on. Why can't I pop an undersuit on? Oh, I've got boots on. Boots are one of those things that it's always like, well, I can't put an undersuit on, and it's boots. I'm going to pop my helmet back on there that I came in. And there's a load of armour if I want to put some armour on. I've got some heavy legs, heavy arms, and a heavy top. Look at that, what a great kit. Now you can do any bunker mission with that. Now. And also all of these weapons that we've managed to get. I mean, I think we've done fantastically there. And that's the end of Bunker 101. If you've got any questions about bunker missions, please do post them in the comments. I'll be only too happy to answer your questions. If you would like to see any more missions done like this so that you get a good idea how to do them, then please do say so. And also, can I also just say, I understand that this is not the only way to do a bunker mission. There are many other people will just run in there and run round and kill everybody. But in my experience, if you want to do these the easiest way, if you want to do them with the least amount of hassle, if you want to you will get killed doing these bunker missions. If you want to do this with the least amount of times of getting killed, this is the best way to get started. And also, you've avoided having to buy any armour. You've not had to spend any of your own money on armour. You've literally gone and done the bunker mission in the stuff that you provided at the start of the game, which you'll never have to do again because now you've got a load of armour. Heavy armour, heavy weapons, and you can go and take on your next bunker mission. So, again, thanks for watching. Please do leave your thoughts. I'm going to head back to Port Tressler and I'll catch you again on another mission in the verse. Tor Brazillo signing off.